One piece of advice, first thing that comes to mind that you'd give your high school senior self.
Don't listen to what.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to 5 with T5. We bring local business owners, community champions, and all around amazing individuals on the show to learn more about them, their stories, or business in a quick and effective way. My name is Allyson Turnbull, your host with T5 Insurance Services in Clinton, New York, and I'm joined by my guest today, Allyson Turnbull, who is the owner and founder of the Mane Artistry Co. Also happens to be my younger sister. Allyson, how we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us on 5 with T5 today. We've got 5 rapid fire questions for her, folks, and she tried to get the no on the questions ahead of time, but we are not doing that because that's not what we do on the show. Question number 1, Allyson. If you could style anyone's hair, past or present, who would it be and why?
Oh, God, I don't know. Like it has to be a current client or somebody I've
No,
done before?
anybody in the world, past or
Oh,
present, dead or alive.
um, jeez.
Good question.
Yeah, it is a
Good thing
good
you didn't know
question.
these ahead of time.
I don't really have anybody that I'm like, that I fangirl over. Um,
Jennifer Turnbull, how about her?
yes, maybe let's go Jennifer
We'll
Turnbull,
go with
yeah.
Jennifer Turnbull. Number 2, one piece of advice, first thing that comes to mind that you'd give your high school senior self.
Um, don't listen to what everybody else is doing and follow your gut.
Mm. Question number 3, what's one thing, the number one thing that you've learned, first thing that you can think of as a young business owner?
There's lots of highs and lows. It's not always perfect, and there's going to be times where you feel defeated, but there's also going to be times where you feel like on cloud nine. So there's
Highs and
just ebbs
lows.
and flows.
Okay, tomorrow morning you can master any skill outside of the beauty industry overnight. What is that skill? Anything at all.
Oh, jeez. Um, I don't know. That's a good question.
You're not allowed to have two answers that are I don't know, so you have to think of something.
Uh,
Any skill at all.
maybe learn how to snowboard.
Hmm, interesting.
Or no, actually, learn how to wakeboard since we know I can't do that.
Oh, yes, you certainly can't do that, nor can your boyfriend Sean, so that's good. All right, question number 5. This might be the most important question. Why is it that you think I'm the favorite child?
Because mom's just obsessed with you as her son, you
That's
know?
all we need to hear. That's
You
it,
just you
listeners.
can do no wrong. You can
I
do
should have
no
rephrased
wrong.
that instead of do you think? Why do we know? But that's okay. It's all
You
right.
also
First
are
step is
her baby.
acceptance.
So,
That's right. First step is acceptance. All
yeah.
right, Allison, rapid fire questions over. Congratulations.
Thank
Tell us
you.
about your journey. Tell us about the salon. I know I want to dive into more about question number 2, where you talked about not listening to other people and betting on yourself and all of that. But tell us the journey of the salon, maybe your journey in the hair industry, how that all started, so people can learn more about you and what you do.
So where do I start? So I would say senior year of high school, everyone's telling you you gotta go to school, gotta go to college, gotta get a 4-year degree, 2-year degree, whatever it may be. So I was kind of following that lead, and I went to school. And don't get me wrong, I loved college. I thought it was a great experience, and I definitely glad I did it. But I definitely look back and I'm like, if I had just listened to myself in the beginning and my love for hair and the beauty industry, then I would have got there a little quicker. But that's how life happens. So I went to 2 schools. I originally wanted to study marine biology, which is like so far-fetched now looking back. But I just loved animals. I loved the ocean, stuff like that, and realized I had zero interest in it. Like, just no. I was sitting in biology class and I'm like, oh my God, this is just horrible. So then I switched schools because I didn't like the school that I was going to, and went to a school that I really wanted to go to from the start. And even then, I loved my experience and was loving my friends and the environment and being on my own. But still was not fascinated by the study of what I was studying, which was business. And I liked it. It just, I knew I couldn't see myself sitting at a desk every day and sitting on the phone and doing that type of work. I
Hmm.
wanted to be, moving and interacting all day. So I had left school and kind of felt very lost and stuck. And I'm like, all my friends are in school, everyone else is doing these things, they have these big aspirations, and here I am, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I had hemmed and hawed about going to beauty school for a few months. And if we jump back to high school, my mother, Jennifer Turnbull, had told me all throughout high school, you should really go to cosmetology, you should really do that. And I'm like, no, like I really don't want to, and don't really want to like leave school. But anyway, I go to beauty school. Fast forward, I go to beauty school, and I'm also finishing my degree at the same time just to get my 2 year, just so I have it. And I love it. Fall in love with it, and yeah, start working in a salon and pushing through, trying to build my clientele, staying up at to top on education, and spending, investing a lot of money in the continued education world of beauty. And then we get fast forward to opening the salon, and here we are.
So why was it that you wanted to open your own salon when you went through everything you went through to realize what you wanted to do and what found passion and what made you happy? Why that next step of opening your own salon?
Um, I think that coming with opening the salon, I think I just always wanted to create a space that was my own, that I created, and also create a space for other stylists to also be able to come to work and feel like they're in a happy environment. And so the salon kind of started when I was just like, I think we come from, entrepreneur family. It's kind of in our blood. Dad kind of instilled that in us, I feel. And
Hmm.
I just wanted more and just kept wanting more. So I I remember I told Dad, I was like, I think I would open a salon. And everyone kind of questioned me. I was 22 at the
Hmm.
time. And I think I really just wanted to be able to create a space where an inviting, modern, like open space for clients to come and feel like they're being treated with luxury, and, come and get a luxury service.
And so you talk about education and all of that, which I know just from you being my sister, that you do a lot of that and you do a lot of the conferences and try to stay on top of that. What does that look like in the beauty industry? Because I feel like people outside of the industry looking in may just think, well, you learn how to cut hair and you're good to go for your whole career. Like, you know how to use the scissors, you know
Yeah.
how to do the coloring you do, and all that stuff, whatever it is, you're good to go. But what does that continue education mean? And was it an experience during that that maybe pushed you to open the own salon? Is it the relationships you've made within the industry? What does that look like?
I think it was, yes, being able to see other salons outside of just Utica, New York, and our small area, and seeing other places and taking that and saying, well, I would love to create a space like that in my hometown, but also like building relationships with people in our industry, in my industry. Um, Definitely, I think, excelled me towards wanting to open the salon. And like you said about the continued education and stuff, I every year this one company called Behind the Chair, they hold a huge conference in a different city, and that is just a great way to be able to meet every hairdresser from like all over the country, even across overseas. There's people that come from overseas as well. And I always go to those because I feel like it makes me feel re-inspired, and being able to learn from other people in the industry and how they operate business, or how they even put a foil in somebody's hair or how they cut somebody's hair is different than how I could. So I feel like doing that helps you to stay up to date with everything as well as feel inspired, because as we all in any industry, you can start to feel uninspired
Hmm.
and, kind of following in the same tracks every single day. And in general, the continued education I think is super important because trends are constantly changing. Because, I mean, look at the social media we have nowadays. There's all these different names for different hair colors and different ways to do it and stuff like that. So I think it's very important to stay up to date in those things because people are seeing that on their phones. I mean, every client that I have that comes to me is showing me a TikTok, an Instagram picture of hair inspiration. And if, it's changing constantly. So it's very important to stay in that and stay up to date with all of that.
So going back to the salon, walk us through the process of doing that at 22 years old, taking a leap and betting on yourself and financially betting on yourself, emotionally, mentally, all of those things to open your own salon, recreate a space that was just a blank slate. Walk us through what you learned on that and that experience of doing that at a young entrepreneur.
It was tough. There was a lot. There was definitely some times of tears. I didn't have it very easy with my salon because I built it. I completely gutted the entire space and redid it all and added a bathroom into my space because there was a communal bathroom. There is a communal bathroom for all the businesses at my plaza. It was a ride. Learning how to do all of that, whether it's dealing with the town, dealing with the permits needed, dealing with the state and those permits needed, and just building out a place and the construction aspect of it from a young 22-year-old was definitely very much a learning experience and honestly tough as a young woman because of, those challenges in itself. But it definitely taught me that, you know, to stand up for yourself and what you want. And because there's going to be people along the way that are going to try to get you down or stop you from doing what you're doing, but you need to keep pushing forward and speak up basically on every aspect.
So talk to us about the vision of the salon to what it is today. You know, what makes it different and what do you want people to know that might have not been there and what are your goals for the future with the space?
The vision was to create a salon that every hairdresser working in the salon has the ability to feel like they are running their own business by themselves with no restrictions and no worry, really. Just come in, be able to work and run your business and be successful on your own. Obviously, we want, to create a team environment, but also I wanted I had the vision of wanting stylists to be able to feel like they were running their own show just within the establishment. So everybody that works at the salon is an independent booth renter. So what that means is they stay up to date on their own stock like products. They provide all their own products. They make their own schedules, so they come in and out as they please. Sometimes if there's just me there on a Monday because I decided to work, or sometimes there's all of us there, it just depends because we all make our own schedules. Which I really like that because I feel like there's no pressure from them. There's no pressure from me. We kind of just all coincide within the establishment and, can bounce ideas off each other. And if we need help with anything, if there's a challenging color that comes in or something like that, and you're like, hey, I don't know how to approach this, we're there to help each other, but also are able to have our own successes within our own businesses own businesses.
And so what's the vision for the salon in the future? Do you still have available chairs open? Is there still ways for people to get involved? What should people know specifically about your salon?
Yep. So I do have a few chairs left for rent. The vision with the salon really kind of stays the same, just creating a very positive environment and place for people to feel welcome. And, getting your hair done is a luxury, not everyone can do that. So I definitely like having a space where people can feel like they are indulging and relaxing and, having a good time, not feeling stressed. So the vision for the salon really is to maintain that, as well as I'd love to bring in some more education. When I say bring in education, I mean having stylists that educate come to the salon and teach for local stylists. And we don't really have that in our area. I've done that once, but it is hard to coordinate that stuff. So, but it's nice to bring in stylists from out of the state, to come and educate local stylists, because I feel like, coming from myself who constantly goes to those classes, I'm always traveling. There's never anything super local for that. So doing that, and yeah, just honestly continuing to help people have pretty hair and feel confident about themselves and create a team that can be fun.
Last thing, what do you think are some misconceptions about what you do within the hair industry that people, your average Joes that are watching, may not realize, about, is, maybe just like, oh, it's just a haircut, or there's different things that go into it. Just any misconceptions that you think of that, people don't know, that go into the everyday work that you and the others at the salon do.
Um, I feel like the main thing is people just say, "Oh, you're just playing with hair all day." Oh, you just slap a color on and it's exactly, you want a bright red? Oh, you just slap it on. But there's so much chemistry and critical thinking behind doing hair that people on the day to day do not realize. Like, for example, if I want to get a really pretty white blonde on dark black, jet black hair, like, there are many steps to get you there. You have to make sure the hair lifts correctly. You have to make sure the toner that you're putting on it cancels out those unwanted tones. I could go on and on, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of steps that get to where these people want their hair to be. And that's also kind of piggybacking off the social media stuff. Is a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, can I have this?" And it's like, there's so much that goes into that product, cost of product, and technique, and how to apply the color, that a lot of people don't think of.
Mm-hmm. Well, very good, Allison. It's weird calling you Allison because I just call her Red because she has red hair behind that blonde hair, and we still don't know where that came
Well,
from.
no,
But we do know
actually,
where it came from.
this is my natural, and it's kind of gone away.
Well, I'm very proud of you and all you've accomplished as a young business owner, and appreciate you coming on and sharing your story. Where can people find out more about just you? I know you have your own page, but then the salon page, you guys do a lot on social media. If they're interested to come in and get a color done or a haircut or whatever, what's the best place for people to get in touch with you?
Yeah, so my Instagram page is at Allyson, Allyson's Mane Artistry. The salon page is the Mane Artistry Co. And if you were looking to get an appointment, you can just go to our website, either via the Instagram page, which it's linked in the bio, or you can just go to Google and type in the Mane Artistry and Co. And there is a book with us link, and that will just submit a form to us, just asks us your availability, what you're looking to have done, and pretty
And where's
generic.
the salon? I don't think we hit on that. Where are you
Oh,
located?
yeah. The salon is located in the Teal Point Plaza. It's on Seneca Turnpike across from Wendy's and Berkshire Bank, next to Verizon Wireless.
Awesome. All right, Red. Thanks for being here. Everybody, that's a wrap of today's
Having
episode
me.
of 5 with T5. We hope you enjoyed this engaging conversation. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel and Facebook page of T5 Insurance, is where we drop all these episodes every week for you to listen to every Wednesday at noon. Until next time, remember, the power of connection and learning from one another is what makes our community thrive. But most importantly, remember to make an impact in someone's life today, even if that's your own. Stephen Turnbull with my little sister, Allyson Turnbull here. We'll see you next week. Take care.